Good morning, everyone. So happy to have you here today with the marvelous Mel Kelly, located in Munich, Germany. And today he is going to be giving us his disastrous life coaching advice on how to be a bad neighbor. Welcome, Mel Kelly.
Hey, how you doing? It's a pleasure and privilege to be here with the amazing Amy Hamilton, the amazing author of these two amazing books, the project manager and, of course, the consummate communicator. So looking forward to another amazing session today.
So Mel Kelly was born in Ireland, made in Germany, and then he wrote a book on some disastrous dating advice, which we're going to be talking about next time on all things romance and Valentine's Day. But this time we're going to be talking about just how to be a bad neighbor. How can you make sure that your neighbors do not want to live next to you? So either you have to move or they have to move. What is your advice, Mel?
I mean, where does it start? I mean, all the good things about we live in Germany, the land of order, land of ordnung. This is where there's many rules on how you live with your neighbors. So it's like you don't do your washing machine, you don't use your washing machine on a Sunday, you don't play music after 10 o'clock, you don't have a shower after 10 o'clock. All these great rules. So it's very easy. You just break all of those rules and
So,
make
Mal,
sure.
let's share a little bit more on some of these rules. So, in Germany, you cannot mow your lawn on a Sunday. Is this true?
Well, I live in an apartment, so I don't have a garden, so I'm not sure if it's true. But yeah, there's you can't wash your car. You can't wash your car on a Sunday. Yes, for example, and there's certain rules. I think it changes by region to region and city to city. But yeah, so mowing your lawn, washing your car, certain things like that. Yeah, you're restricted on the times you can do that. Taking a shower, turning on your washing machine. There's apartment block rules. I don't know if you have this in the US.
I have not lived in an apartment for a long time. I know that we have these
Okay,
things in America called homeowners associations, and they can put very
right.
oppressive rules on your neighbors. One of which I had a friend who lived in a neighborhood where you could not park on the street at all. You're always had to park in your garage. Like you couldn't even park in your driveway. It had to be in the
Oh,
garage or nothing.
okay. What happens if you had visitors?
I guess that there were certain hours that the cars could be on the street. I don't know. I didn't actually live there. Another thing is, my friend, a different friend in a different neighborhood, had to get special permission to paint their door a non-standard color from the HOA, the homeowners situation allowed. So I think you should just paint your door whatever color you want.
Paint your door whatever color you want, play the music whatever time you like, play, turn on your washing machine, get a drum kit. That is the best advice. If you want to build that neighborly friendliness and get that sense of community, because people these days they love culture. I mean, you can get a piano, that's nice because people will soothe people's moods. It's always nice to hear piano perhaps in the background. But what's even better is drums. Drums, everyone loves drums. Like you got to be not just kind of classical style or whatever. It's got to be rock and roll, heavy metal, as loud as it can get. Because in that way, you can connect with your neighbors in a way that you just can't connect in any other way. Set of
And you're
drums,
also
middle of the
expressing
night,
yourself through art.
expressing yourself through art, connecting with your neighbors, doing it at all times of the day. Preferably, if you can do it between 12 o'clock at night and 6 in the morning, you will create a community spirit that is next to none.
And Mal, I don't think you should just limit it to drums. You could get some friends over, and maybe they could bring over their guitars with some amplifiers as well.
Absolutely. Trumpets, trombones, the whole lot, electrical equipment. Louder the better, because again, it's about connecting, building community spirit. In that way, your neighbors can decide whether they want to be a part of that or do they want to move on. This would be very helpful in helping to, crystallize their thinking on this.
And I think another really important thing besides this kind of sound which carries through walls, when you're in a shared living environment, like in a condo community or something, I think you have a real opportunity with cooking. You can
Cooking
make
is
sure,
fantastic.
yes.
Yes, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. We
And
get
then in the
those.
middle of the night, make like a boiled cabbage, perhaps,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
onions. Yeah, these are
Or
wonderful things to
curry,
cook.
curry,
Oh,
get the
yeah.
smells wafting. Make sure you open your door, get those smells wafting around, so that you're kind of, I mean, again, you're creating community spirit. People are getting a sense of, what you're cooking and how you're connecting to them, not just with noise or sounds, but you're doing it through the sense of smell. It's an incredible experience. Another great way is actually water damage. Water damages as well. You'll get in contact touch, like, overflow your sink, overflow your, this is if you're not on the ground floor, of course, overflow your sink, overflow your shower or your bath, let that water run and run and run and, do damage, let it run downstairs to your downstairs neighbors. But you'll get to know them in a way that perhaps you didn't get to know them before. So just think of all of those things, negligence. Fire damage is the next level, I would say, but fire damage, you got to be careful. If you're in your own
You
apartment.
can't get rid of them, just burn the place down.
Yeah, fire damage is risky. You might damage yourself in the process. So probably keep away from that one. But water damage is always good because water goes down. So yeah. So that's also a great way of building community spirit, great connection with your neighbors. And your neighbors then can decide whether they want to be a part of that or whether they want to move on to somewhere else that's more civilized.
And you bring up a great point too on the whole, if you live in a floor above someone, you can also take up really like active sport activities within your house that
Oh,
requires
yeah,
like a
yeah,
lot of jumping, like different kind of aerobic activities. I mean, I'm
yeah.
sure that would be really beneficial.
Yeah, skipping rope, for example, is really good. When you have to click, 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 you have to skip on the rope and on the floor. I mean, this is fantastic way as well. Football is also very good. You know, yeah, football, kicking
The
football
other
around.
thing you could do is really share your pets with the community. Make sure that you get a cat and then you allow the cat just out to wander like wherever it wants to go. Because they have
Yeah,
free spirits, these cats.
yes, they have free spirits. This thing about house cat, you're killing the cat. Cat needs to go out there and get to know the
Yeah.
neighbors, get to connect with neighbors, get the neighbor to connect with the cat. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
good all
And if you're
round.
lucky, maybe the cat will go ahead and if your neighbor has like a parakeet or something, they could be friends.
They can be best friends. You know how well cats and parakeets get on. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, maybe some goldfish.
So yeah, basically all you do is just encourage you very strongly, encourage you to just, you want to get on with your neighbors, want to annoy your neighbors, move them out. Embrace any form of antisocial behavior. It's very effective. It,
So,
Now be
Mel, lots of
careful, but
good advice in this episode.
be careful it doesn't rebound on yourself, and that you get kicked out, because then that kind of defeats the whole purpose of it. But you got to do it in a subtle, creative way that annoys your neighbors enough that they leave, but you don't get affected in the process. So.
So remember, share your music, share your pets, share your toilet water and let it overflow. Just make sure you are out there sharing, creating a sense of community. And just a reminder to everybody, February is the month of romance. It's Mel's favorite month, which is why he wrote Disastrous Dating Advice. And we are going to be talking about ways to epically implode your relationship for the wonderful month of in February. Because if you did actually successfully build a relationship, we want to make sure we can destroy it so you can go back to dating.
Absolutely, absolutely. Looking forward to it.
See everybody next week.
See you next time.